This is where we look at Western Kentucky and 9 different clips of 4 different concepts or things that I kind of labeled similarly. And the first thing we want to look at is their goal line screens. They did it a lot to tight ends and fullbacks, middle screens and different things in here. This is a really interesting look right here. Obvious man-to-man, you can see right here with the corner. You're going to have man-to-man. So what a lot of teams have done is they could let this guy kind of come in and shake and then run to the flats right there, throw him the ball. Hopefully he can out-leverage right there. Run off, maybe even take 2 for 1, have him block the guy that motions with that guy. So right here, if that's what you're doing, you can motion him around knowing that he's going to block that guy right there, at least get in his way, so hopefully he can win on a race to the pylon right there. You know, you can see he's kind of shaking, he's hesitating, and all that stuff. And obviously they've probably seen this on film. And right here, as that ball is getting snapped, you can see he's running right there. All right, the interesting part right here is what takes place after that. He's going right there. It actually takes 2 for 1. The guy that's manned up on him is right here. He's running right there, and then you have this backer run as well. So what they really end up running, the quarterback looks like maybe he's looking there for just a count, but really if you look at it, they just end up running power. So these guys are down blocking, blocks back. He's pulling for the front side linebacker. Tailback ends up blocking the C gap right there. That's who he should be. And they end up darting the ball down right there to that tight end, and then he ends up having a chance to score right there. So as you watch it, boom, he's running there, eyes there just a little bit, and he just flips it down right there. Easy catch, just darts it to him. Tight end just getting in behind that guard. He's kicking or blocking whoever shows up right there. Now you've got a chance to score with good numbers. That's what they end up doing right there. Right as you look at it from the end zone view, pretty interesting stuff. Down block. These guys are inside gap to backside linebacker. Probably get double right there. Gap hinge. Pulling. If this guy would not have ran out right there, that backer, he's probably supposed to kick right there. So ball snapped. They take 2 for 1, so they get numbers right here. Blocking down. Here's the puller. Darts it to him. So again, just the way that they ended up running power, they said the guys on block didn't quite get up to the second level. But again, just kind of that misdirection, and those guys not having their cleats set in the ground, running power there on the goal line, flipping it down to the tight end. It was a really interesting look there from Western Kentucky. Another look here from Western Kentucky. This time, they end up motioning this guy across. And they run a bit of a middle screen here with this fullback. Quarterback's going to get his eyes out there, looking that direction. The O-line's basically past it, and we'll see it right here. There's that motion, again, trying to get eyes away from it. You can see these guys are communicating. It's kind of messing those guys up just a little bit. Now they're running. And with that right there, you're getting that safety running. With the eyes to it, these guys start drifting, getting out that way, playing pretty soft. And right here, if you look at the O-line, looks like they pass it in a hi-hat. And anybody that's rushing, they release off of it. All right, the only guy that kind of stays on right here is this guard. It looks like this D tackle ends up playing screen. He's trying to get in there. Good job knowing that he's kind of tight. So we're just going to block that guy. The rest of them are just releasing, going vertical, trying to block up, pick whatever shows up right there. If you look at this fullback, he shovels out just a little bit, gets outside that D end. And then once he does 1,002, now he's going to work back, trying to find a window. Good job right there. Quick release there by the quarterback. You can see what the quarterback does. Catches it, gets his eyes over here to that. Almost a little shoulder fake. Now he's going to find the window. Quick release. Good accuracy right there on his face. Allows him to get a chance to get ahead of steam going vertical. And he's able to fall into the end zone right there. Obviously, they're hoping that this D tackle would have rushed. Now that's vacated. These guys are taking care of those linebackers. Good accurate throw. But right there, able to run through that arm tackle with that leverage and get to the end zone. Similar look here against App State in the bowl game. This time, tight end fullback over here. There's the motion. Tailback goes other leg, he's blocking. Fullback goes other leg, he's blocking. Tight end jabs just a little bit, and he releases back to the middle. And right here, quarterback has the same action. Ball snapped. You can see how wide that guy is. Tailback's going there. Fullback's going there. He's widening out a little bit. Everybody's pass setting other than those guys. Once he sees that D end cross, he starts back to the middle right here. You can see these guys running, how many eyes and how many guys start just kind of shifting that direction. Quarterback's eyes, a little bit of a pump. Now he's finding his guy in the middle. Has to put more air on it this time. He doesn't have the window. He has this D tackle in his face, getting hands up. So right here, he has to be an athlete, get it over the top of him. They get pretty lucky right here. This T tackle or nose right here, he sits on that center and plays the screen right there. Tries to jump up and make the play, but is unable to. And the backer right there. They just get enough of that backer. Obviously, you can see all these guys releasing for those second-level defenders. Get just enough of this backer to keep him from getting hands on this ball. Catch, and he's able to fight through that contact, get into the end zone. Obviously, probably not exactly how they drew it up because they probably wouldn't want to throw it over 2D tackles and then the linebacker right there. Pretty dangerous as far as the numbers right there for the defense. but they're able to make a play right there and find a way to get into the end zone. Middle screen, get into your guys. They're in the middle of the field with a little bit of momentum. Here's a good look from the end zone right here, and you can see kind of what the quarterback's seeing. So ball snapped. Everybody's sprinting that way, getting these guys to flow. Quarterback gets his eyes that direction. All right, gets his eyes to the out, to the back, gives a little bit of a pump. Now he's trying to find his guy. Has to work over the top D-tackle. Puts it up high for his guy. Makes a play in between all these defenders, all that trash. Not a perfect look, but again, get it to your guys in the space. Sometimes they make plays for you. Here's an interesting one for you. So these guys right here, they're faking a screen to the tailback here. He's swinging. Everybody's basically passing right here. The center actually releases flat. And I'll just show you real quick. He releases there, and he just takes off running. He throws his hands up, throws them around, trying to distract somebody, make it look like a screen, all that. These guys are getting pretty flat seeing that, and probably yelling screen as well. Everybody else is just sticking man on. Since it's a 4-man front, I'm sure they just say, hey, you 4 are going to take care of those guys. Center's going to try to run out there. He's the uncovered guy. Get wide right there, show hands. And as you can see, this slot receiver is the guy that they want to get the ball to. He's sitting here, he's stuttering, trying to act like he's blocking for that screen. Then he slips to the middle of the field. And right there, quarterback eyes to the back. Some little bit of pump. Now he's able to even step up through it. Nobody's left in the middle of the field right there with that guy getting out. Maybe it's something that they saw in film or something that they had ran a lot of this guy coming in here and blocking, and then somebody releasing there, taking the corner or the flat defender. But right here, got those guys' eyes off of it, got them playing flat, and then this guy's able to work into that middle window for an explosive play. Maybe you have a screen that you throw out there and run it quite a bit. You can have just a little pop off of it. Still block the down lineman, but release somebody. Look, about 3 different rubs that Western Kentucky had that I just labeled a rub. Right here, I believe it looks like a man look, and that's kind of what they saw right here. And we'll see how they rub. So this guy is going to try to rub for the slant here, just a quick slant. So right there you can see him, he's hopping off the ball, trying to let him get to him to get that rub, and see that receiver is going right at him. He's trying to make sure that he goes underneath, get a little piece of him right there, and then go make it look like he's running a fade. They had the space. The ball's a little bit behind right there on the slant, but right there, the pressure also kind of got to him, got edge right here. Took a little bit longer to get to that rub than they were probably hoping. A little bit inaccurate, but you can see what they're trying to do right there. Get that rub against off man, and then let him slant into that big window. You get that completion and be a big play. Anytime you know you got man-to-man, you can come up with a bunch of different ways to get rubs to your guys. This is a look here that's pretty interesting as well. Not sure exactly if this is an RPO or what, but right here, you get a motion. Right here, they ended up having an unbalanced set. You got a tight end, 2 receivers over here. Motion him across, and motion him back in. And what they're looking for is just basically numbers. And right here, when he motions across, they communicate something, and he just kind of stays real tight to the box. This guy's a backer, a strong safety, and he's staying tight to the box too. I think this may be an RPO, not real sure, but they just block right here, and there's nobody left right there for that guy. So ball snapped. Looks like they're going inside zone right there. They didn't get tight enough right there with the numbers, and it's just easy throw and catch here. Just put it right there on his body. Boom, he's at the goal line already, and he just walks in right there. So not sure if this is RPO or if it's one of those things where they knew they were going to throw it. They didn't match numbers out there. They got 3. These guys are way too tight to the box. Too many guys to account for and run inside zone and be productive right there. So especially with off man right there. Kravis just taking candy from a baby. Flip it out there to him. Easy catch. Easy touchdown there in the bowl game. Another rub here. Actually, they're trying to get this out route right here. He comes in here and he gets a pick on his guy. And he ends up running across right there. He ends up running some sort of a corner, so you really have a smash right there. You got 1 right there to the out, 2 to the corner. If you like that rub, especially against man, take it. Right there you can see going right at him. They don't switch it off. Gets a little piece of him as he's going to his route right there. Throws it to the flats. Really accurate throw. Catches it right there. Now he's rolling down the sideline. Gets man-to-man on a 2nd and 10. But again, just getting that rub. You see this rub a lot of times where you'll run that out and you have some sort of a corner right here. Now they're doing it out of trips. He's getting that rub and he keeps going right there. There's the corner. So this is kind of an interesting look right there. Running that rub at a 3-by-1 with that smash route for a big completion there against Rice. The last couple clips are some reverses that which Kentucky ran. Here's a little bit of motion. And what they really like to do is fake counter. Right here they're faking counter this direction. Back goes right there. And the really interesting part about it is his quarterback keeps it and he just flips it behind him. And the other thing is, once he comes here, he's looking like counter. He's pulling as well. 1, 2, 3. Then he turns his back to him. Now he's leading back that direction. And as you'll watch the O-line, everybody's down blocking, knowing the ball's going to end up going back that direction. So now they kind of start working their hips around to it. So right there, looking back to the quarterback, gets a good ride on that back, and then he just turns and he flips it to the back. Now they're rolling in space right here. There's that fullback getting around right there, took 3 steps towards the counter. You see those guys knowing the ball's going to end up over there. They're not just running that counter track. They know they're going to keep working that way. Obviously, they were hoping that probably a little bit more space, but great job right here just keeping a body on your guy. If they see reverse, whatever, just run those guys as far as you can. Just creating alleys right there. Now it almost turns into a punt return, and he's rolling right there in a little bit of space. Interesting way to reverse to the receiver, and also that interesting counter look from that fullback. Another look here, they motion into the bunch, and they actually look like they're running GT right here. And this reverse isn't that great. They end up blitzing over here to the reverse where the reverse is going. So now their numbers, if you just stop it right here, are not great. They got 2 guys outside on the reverse. Again, the backfield action is the same thing. Quarterback fakes across, rides with them. There's that receiver coming behind, gets that toss. Anytime you have that right there, just find a way to hopefully get upfield, save yourself, protect the football, and live to play another day. Defense guessed right there. They ended up bringing 2 guys outside the reverse right there, faking that GT, getting that reverse. Defense makes a good call, timely call right there to stop the reverse for a negative play.